Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. In today's session, we're going to focus on something that I have a hard time talking about is a single exercise. A question I'm frequently asked is, if I had to do one exercise, what would it be? My response is, there is no one exercise, just exercise and find movements that you enjoy doing, and then you'll start to acknowledge the ones that you don't like doing. And quite frequently, the ones that you don't like doing tend to be on the side of the spectrum that you need to do a little bit more of, so long as they're pain-free to your joints and not stressful to you, right? Those things that challenge us in terms of movement and exercise tend to be the things that we need more of, so long as it's within a range of experience that is not too extreme. So a marathon, yes, great, but that's an extreme thing, right? Lifting a 10-pound weight, less extreme, maybe more of that. That's the mindset, right? You want to keep it to a medium of what is beneficial for your life. So, getting back to that, I don't like to recommend just one exercise because you need to exercise. And exercise should be movements that are even and bilateral to you, meaning you do one arm, you do the other the same thing from one leg and the other leg as much as you can, right? So it's even side to side and measured in that capacity, which is different from a sport. Sport, like a racket sport, usually involves one arm doing something and the other one doing something else, and that's not switched off to make sure they're even, generally speaking. Right? That's one of the big differences between sport and exercise, that exercise can be measured and even, and sports tend not to be. So let's keep that in mind as well. So that brings us to the land of what is one thing that you recommend I do. I think people are weakest, and I've found they are weakest in the back of the side of their shoulder and the back and side of their hips, generally. Doesn't mean they should just do this one thing, but what would help the most amount of people target something specific that find immediate benefit to their lives? It's just one exercise. This would be it, right? And I'm going to use a blocker cushion for my head and something for my rib cage to rest on. It could just be a rolled up towel. That's fine as well. I also have two loop bands here. I have a lighter one and a heavier one. If you don't have a loop band, you can use a yoga strap. You can use anything that you can tie off to just limit the range of motion, have something to push against. That sense of pushing against something that offers resistance is really beneficial to your body long term. Not that there's not benefit to doing without resistance, that is benefit as well, but we're doing resistance for strength to give a sense of integrity to your joints and the soft tissue fibers, to challenge them more than they would be otherwise without. Let's just say that. So, my heavier band, I'm going to put it up above my knees. And I'm doing this because if we're talking about the large population of people, for any joint issues below the hips, the knees and or ankles, putting something above your knees will limit the stress to the knees and or ankles. Same thing for the other band. The other band is going to go above my elbows, right? It looks quite different to start, right? So I'm going to lay on my side, one long line, ankle, knee, hip, rib, shoulder, ear, and I'm facing forward, my eyes, shoulders, chest, hips, knees. Right? I have something supporting my head, so if I was standing, I would have my head being facing forward and not off to one side or the other or down towards the floor, right? You want to look like you're standing even though you're laying on your side. And that's where this pillow under my lower ribs is helpful as well. Again, a small towel as well. Without the pillow, my top ribs are going to sag down towards the floor a bit. That pillow helps even my ribs be centered, helps my ribs be even and centered, side to side. It also offers a bit of stability. So if someone is new to exercise, this pillow can help make the balance less intense. Two arms are straight forward in front of you, knees straight facing forward. And knees facing forward is important because when this top leg lifts, which we're going to do, that top knee tends to want to rotate, as does the top hip want to rotate back. So keeping the hips facing forward, knees facing forward, your eyes and face is really pivotal. You want those knees to face forward like you are when you're walking. Here we go. You're going to lift the top arm and top leg as far as the knee faces forward and you have comfort. Then lower it down. That's all you do. Letting your head rest, 9 against the pillow cushion the whole day there. Easy. Gentle. Breathe deeply. 8. So I'm focusing on keeping my body very still. 7 against the arm and leg moving independently of each of my torso. 6. Both knees face forward. One, lift the leg is high. 5, as far as your hip doesn't twist. Your knee does not rotate up. 4, head resting down, eyes, chest, hips facing forward with those knees. 3, really good job there. Easy. 2, one more time. Control, easy breathe. Little rest. Really good job. Round 2, here we go. Easy breathe. 10, take your time. Breathe deeply, gently press. 9. Both arms and legs are working here. 8, so even though the bottom arm and bottom leg aren't moving, the bottom arm specifically, 7, is helping me strengthen the top arm because it's not moving up with it. 6, so there's resistance there against both arms. Same thing for the leg. 5, the bottom leg isn't moving, so it has to press down some as that top leg lifts. 4, to offer resistance to the top leg. 3, both the bottom arm and bottom leg are helping me stay still and balance as well. 2, so they're actually doing a lot of work, even though rest from the outside, it might not look like the bottom arm and leg are doing anything. They're actually doing quite a lot of work. They're just doing a different work, a different thing from the top arm and top leg, which are clearly moving. Here we go. Last round already. 10. Knees facing forward, eyes and chest facing forward. 9. You'll find you tend to focus down towards your arms. 8. That's okay. Encourage your face to look forward. Breathe deeply. 7, because your alignment is important. Again, you want to look like. 6, you're just standing tall. 5, you can easily do this series standing as well. And that's great work. 4, but you lose the tactile feedback and support of the floor. 3, which can be very informative. Breathe deeply. 2, so we're not just laying down because it makes it easy. We're laying down because we can feel our body move specifically. So on the floor, I can feel my hips want to twist. When I stand, that is much harder to feel. Right? It's much harder to recognize when your body is moving when you're standing versus when you're laying on the floor. The floor offers a lot of support, yes, but also tactile feedback, which you don't get when you're standing. And that can be really, really instructive. All right, so we're doing the other side. When we go to this side, you might need a lower or higher towel. You might need a lower or higher pillow or cushion for your head. That's totally normal. No one is symmetrical side to side, right? So again, I have the band above my knees and elbows. One long line from my ankle, knee, hip, rib, shoulder, ear. So from above, I'd be laying in one long line. If you don't know what that looks like, you can ask for assistance, or you can just take a little peek down. You should just see the tips of your toes, as long as you're not over well endowed, right? That would block your visual cues there. If you see your whole foot, your legs are probably too far forward, right? If you don't see your toes, your legs are probably too far back, right? You can also try to line your body up against the wall behind you a little bit, but everyone's got such different curves to their body that that's not the best cue for a large population to do, right? Because people's heads are going to be pushed way back against the wall. They're not going to be able to maintain comfort the whole time because, believe it or not, you want to be comfortable when you exercise, right? So I've given you enough time. Arms are straight forward. The legs are straight. One long line. Eyes, shoulders, hips, knees facing forward. Top arm, top straight knee lift, knees facing forward, and lower down. Take your time. Easy, breathe gentle. 9. Control here. Breathe deeply. Gentle. 8. Straight knees facing forward. Breathe deeply. 7. Try not to let the arm and leg slam down to the floor. It's even up and even down. 6. So you're resisting gravity on the way down. 5. That's called eccentric strength. 4. It's really integral to your long-term health and well-being. 3. People often negate the lowering of a weight too as being beneficial, when actually it's extremely beneficial to control the descent of a weight. I'm going to move this band up higher because it's slowly creeping down. Right? You can always take a break. You can always hit pause. Try not to move the body. Round 2, 10. So your torso, your hips and shoulders, and your rib cage. 9. Your belly stay still, as does your head. Breathe deeply. 8. The arm and leg are not slamming down to the ground. 7. They're a controlled descent. Breathe deeply. 6. Straight knees are facing forward with your eyes and face. Breathing. 5. Take your time. Breaks are great. Arms and elbows and knees are straight as possible. 4. They may not be perfectly straight. 3. That's okay. Easy. Head resting. 2. One more time. Really great job. 1. And rest. We've only got one more round to go. So hopefully by now you can feel how the back of your arm, side of your arm, side of your shoulder, back of your shoulder are really feeling energized, as are the outside of your hips potentially. You may not feel that at all, and that is totally fine. We don't all feel the same things, even though we're moving the same, right? Last round, 10. So just because you don't feel something in the area you think you should, 9, does not mean you're doing it incorrectly. Your ability to feel your body move is different person to person. 7, that's why cues of feel this here are not often helpful. 6, because someone may not be feeling it there. 5, and they may have feelings about not feeling it there. But more importantly, 4, they may ignore where they actually are feeling it. 3, see, what I always try and encourage people to tell me, where do you feel this, regardless of where they think they should feel it. 2, I think we have one more to go. Apologies, I talk way too much. Easy breathe and rest. And that was 3 rounds. Excellent work. Now, you can just walk right out of that because people ask for just one exercise only, right? But I would encourage you to do a little stretching after this just because it feels nice, not because it's a necessary thing. So even though it's one exercise, here I am offering you 2. If your wrists bother you on your hands and knees, I recommend folding up 2 towels evenly just to elevate the palm higher than your fingers. You can also just use 2 evenly weighted evenly sized yoga blocks, right? Something even side to side. Now I'm going to cross one knee behind the other knee here, hands on your shoulders, and just let your hips press back as far as you have comfort. The front knee may lift, your spine is going to round a bit. Easy. Really good job. And then return forward, let your chest and tail lift up. Good. You can also push back only as far as your spine does not round, right? So here I am, if I go further back than this, my spine will have to move. That's fine too. That's equally valid. Not everyone can move their spine or should move their spine. So try not saying that you have to move your spine to be healthy. Easy. Again, conditions like osteopenia, osteoporosis, certain other spinal conditions. 3, actually do better with limited spinal motion. And then return forward and lengthen. So pay attention to what works best for you. 2 more there. Easy, breathe, gently, control. 2. Nice, everyone. And return. One more time. Great job. Again, easy, breathe. Let your spine round or not. Take your time. Easy, curl. Really good job. And then come forward and then recross your legs. Excellent work. Knees crossed, feet wide apart. And again, go only as far back as you have comfort. You can keep your spine still, or you can go, you don't have to. You can go back further if you want. You don't have to, no big deal. Easy. Come forward. This is a great thing to do because you can feel how your hips are in rotation here. You may feel some hip action. That's nice. 4. And then return forward. Easy. Again, we're also encouraging a nice range of motion for the shoulder growth area. Specifically, you press back further. Easy. 3. And that's a great thing to practice as well. Getting your arms to reach long by your ears is a helpful thing to practice. As long as you don't have pain or strain. Breathe deeply always. 2. Return forward. One more time. Again, easy. Gently curl back. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Really nice work there. Then bring your body forward and rest. Well, there you have it. Congratulations. We did one exercise with a little stretch afterwards. That is really beneficial for a large group of people, right? Strengthening the back and side of your shoulders, back and side of your hips will really yield benefits long term for you, and it's very easy to practice. Again, you don't need the bands. You can do it without. You can do it with yoga straps or not. You don't have to have resistance to make it beneficial to you. It just makes it easier to feel the target areas with some added resistance beyond just your body weight. But body weight is just great as well by itself. I hope you enjoyed this. My name is Eric. This is Nucleus Strength. I look forward to getting stronger with you in the future. Yours in good health. Take care.